Welcome to NASA's Summer of Innovation lesson videos. I'm Julie Muffler with NASA's Aerospace Education Services project. This video focuses on a portion of Survivor, the Space Environment lesson, from the Life Science theme and the Survival unit created for grades 4 through 6. Survivor, the Space Environment lesson includes 4 activities: Exploration Then and Now, Chain Reaction, Solar Radiation and SPF Levels, and Modeling Radiation Damaged DNA. We are going to talk about the first activity in this video, Exploration Then and Now, Human Needs. Check out additional Survivor videos for demonstrations of the other activities. In the Exploration Then and Now activity, the students will compare and contrast exploration of the 17th and 21st centuries, concentrating on how human needs are met. Have human needs changed over time? Looking out across the ocean, did the explorers wonder about the challenges they would face? As we continue to explore beyond the boundaries of Earth, what challenges lie ahead? Will we be afraid? Pictured here is the first page of the Activities Teacher's Guide. Background information, key concepts, and materials list are helpful in setting up this experience for your students. Preparing and posting a chart that will be used throughout a number of class periods is recommended. The Teacher's Guide suggests dividing the lessons into 5 sessions. Each session begins with a question explorers face, whether it was long ago, today, or in the future. Engage. Imagine that you are an explorer ready to begin a new adventure. Explore. What foods would you take along? Explain. What health concerns might you face? Extend. How would you create a food and an activity plan? Evaluate. Keep a journal. Post a chart. You begin by engaging the students in an activity to track muscle strength and stamina. Explorers will face physical stress in addition to the mental stress of facing the unknown. What is physical stress? It occurs when bones and muscles work against a force. Working with partners, the students will count the number of times he or she will be able to click a clothespin in 1 minute. The test is repeated and the data are recorded over a period of days. Discuss the students' results. Did the muscles get stronger? What is the difference between muscle strength and muscle stamina? 104 explorers on the Godspeed, the Discovery, and the Susan Constant journeyed for nearly 5 months on a voyage from England to Virginia. Food and water were carried with them. Today, a crew of astronauts live on board the International Space Station. They too must carry their food and water with them. In the Explore session, the students will create a criteria list for use in judging if a food is suitable to take along on an exploration. Criteria might include such questions as: does the food spoil quickly? Does the food create a lot of waste? Do the foods provide proper nutrition? Have the students bring in foods to test based on their list of criteria. So what does space food look like? It's the same food we eat. Special care goes into packaging the food, however. The astronauts must plan their meals before each mission and have the plans approved for nutritional balance. On board the International Space Station are the astronauts, payload, and all of the supplies needed for their journey. Foods included in the menu selection are eaten in their natural state or rehydrated on board the spacecraft. Tortillas are provided instead of bread to eliminate crumbs. Crumbs would float around the spacecraft and could possibly be inhaled by one of the astronauts. Liquid salt is used because if the astronauts were to shake salt onto their foods, the salt would not fall onto their food. Aboard the 17th century ships were its crew, passengers, and all of the supplies needed, both for the voyage and for starting a new home. Crates of vegetables and fruit, bags of flour, dried beans, butter and oil and salt, barrels of salted down meat, and casks of fresh water were brought along for everyone to eat. Families were allowed to cook their food in metal boxes called braziers. But if the sea was rough, no fires were allowed, and the food had to be eaten cold. NASA's Summer of Innovation focuses on space food and nutrition in the life science theme and the Food for Thought lesson. Check out the lesson video for more activities for you and your students. Maintaining good health requires proper nutrition, exercise, adequate sleep, and proper medical care. In the explained session, the students read the human needs charts and discuss the basic needs and possible health concerns of the 17th and 21st centuries. They will each record the information in their journals and charts. Let's peek in on the astronauts while they are enjoying their meals. The health of NASA's explorers is a top priority. Even now, researchers are looking into ways to reduce the effects of an extended stay in a reduced gravity environment. How can you extend this activity? Continue your studies in NASA's Exploration Then and Now guide. Challenge your students to create a food activity plan for a past or future explorer. Check out the USDA website for My Plate model, which replaces the food pyramid. Or have them develop a multimedia presentation that parallels past and future exploration. Find out how the medical studies on board the space station are benefiting life here on Earth. Visit NASA's Human Research Office and the National Space Biomedical Research Institute to learn more. Thank you for joining us as we explore together in NASA's Summer of Innovation.